Yeah, something's got to be done to have fun.
What would it be like if the robots were like us?
Fallout 4, sorry.
Yeah,
I,
just instead of all
as a side note, I really, really wish that they went with the whole, um, the
I guess.
your character from Fallout 4 was a synth. That would have made a lot more sense, but whatever. I don't need things to make lore sense. Not at all.
Do you think like robots can see human advantage?
I also like the little details they put on the sides here. It's Captain Cosmos. 1984. It's a good, good book. O'Brien. There's Gamora and some sugar bombs. I'll check back in the terminal and the home console later, once I activate all the terminals. But I just wanted to go down there so I could, and as you can see, I can sprint now. It's not usually in New Vegas, but I like having sprint for one very simple reason. It makes it a lot easier for me to travel places, especially when the Mojave Wasteland is really fucking big. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. Let's not go with the maybe bit. Let's just say that I'm an idiot. Um, oh, right. I should probably go to utilities and pick up all of those really cool outfits that I saw. That I know are there. It's a shirtless Vault Exile. Let me just let them appear. It's all of the really, really cool things. Oh, yeah, this mod adds quite a few. For those who don't know, this mod adds quite a few new things. It's basically an expansion pack for New Vegas. It's essentially a fan-made DLC. Um, yeah, it's a fan-made DLC. It's a lot of fun. Oh, scripting error. Alright, so go to the cafeteria. There we go. I fixed your stupid coffee machine. Last time I did a bunch of medial things and probably confused a lot of you with my ADD jumping all over the place. But aside from that, we didn't do anything. Like at all. I just spent 30 minutes faffing about. Because I'm an idiot. Alright, let's talk to Big Titty Goth GF.
Whoa, you look like you fell down the elevator shaft. What happened?
I just got roughed off. That's about it.
That doesn't look like nothing. Just tell me what's going on.
I got plowed in the face by Johnny Matheson. Not sexually.
That's awful. Why did he do that? He knows you don't belong on the football field. God, these stupid wasteland kids are always so fucking mean.
You can at least humor me. Alright. Look, we're wasteland kids too, Kira. We're all in this together.
I know. I just wish the others would see it that way. It's like they don't care that we're all from the same tribes or that we're all descendants of ancestors who left Vault 18. All they care about is themselves. It doesn't help that the old Vault Dwellers are so rude. Without us, they would be helpless. Most of them are so old they can't remember how to use a toaster, let alone run life support.
That's old people, unfortunately. It's called getting senile. In real life, it's really hard to watch someone you love lose it, but that got dark. I'm gonna stop doing that. Look, I know life is tough, but so what? Not everyone is an asshole, and we just have to be a little bit tougher.
I'm not so sure. I don't get along with the wasteland kids or the old people, especially not my parents. Just serve them. That's all.
Talks like a spoiled rich kid. Alright, so let's talk about what's going on here. What's up with the old server?
Oh, Maria? I don't know. Computer science is our main focus of study, but I've never been able to crack it. It's almost as if someone purposely encrypted her systems in scaled tiers. Dr. Rossman asked me to go outside and repair a bunch of cables last week. Then a bunch of new topics appeared in her main menu. Is that why you're here tonight?
Yeah, said it might be a good place for me to spend time recuperating.
Well then, I think you're in the right place. I'm glad we can spend some time together.
Hey, when you said you wanted to spend some time together, what did you mean?
Well, it means I haven't seen you much lately. I miss hanging out with you while I work. I feel better having you here. We went on that football tangent and we haven't had time to talk. Why did you try out for Brad's team anyway? He hates you.
Talk? You mean you want to be close to me?
I. Wait. I just wanted to tell you that I missed you, okay? Let's try to avoid the romance options and the charisma checks.
Good, because I have low charisma.
Wow. That's terrible. Look, I told you we're married. I just want to bury my head in silly wishes and pretend there's nothing else. It keeps my mind off how lonely I truly am and how much I want a hairy nerd like you to sweep me off my feet. No, but seriously, I.
Wow. Wow, you're a prick. Wow, you're a prick. Okay. I forgot how much of a prick Kira is.
Checking. I see. Confirming. Hola. ¿Habla usted español?
Ah, no hablo español, señorita. Uh, Maria, I'd rather continue in Spanish. I mean, English. English. El español es muy malo porque mi escuela no comprendo mucho la lenguaje. I butchered that so much. Anyone who knows Spanish knows I butchered that. I'm gonna shut up now.
Ah, that's too bad. Displaying main menu.
Display system status. Let me see what the network server is and fix the bullshit.
Displaying system status. Please restore all severed cables as outlined by vault test they received.
Okay. Let's see the maintenance menu.
Miss, there are a set of switches on the side panel of the main host gate. You should switch them on to start the local area.
Alright, let's work on the top tier switches. Yoink. 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 Yoink.
Yeah, kid. What is it? Haven't found yourself in trouble again, have you?
You literally saw me 2 seconds ago. What happened to the external connection to that old server?
Post-apocalyptic politics is what happened. Dumb lawyers doing stupid things. Once upon a time, Vault 18 was supposed to be the center of the American wasteland. We had this big machine at the core of that promise. But the Great War screwed that up quick. What wasn't blown to hell in about 30 minutes was scavenged and sacked into small segments. You see, the network was a set of cables running all over the place. This server kept the vaults connected. But one by one, the others have failed. Some were destroyed, others went bad. And then one day, 18 years ago, they all just flipped out. The first overseer, a guy named Clint Dixon, with Vault 18, he severed the links to the outside. Said it was intoxicating business. He kept a few cables alive and severed the rest. It's just been little updates ever since, until they all stopped a few years ago. Now we just have what's left for you to play with. Hope you spot what those weird IO spikes are.
Cool. So you're a wasteland scout. Can you tell me what's up there?
Oh, you want to know what it's like in the great outdoors? Well, let me give it to you straight. It's hell up there, kid. Nightmare. Things you think about when you're in the dark. Raw DMT smoke, screaming, invisible. Hundreds of them.
Death
And
claws.
that's just the wildlife. It's the people that make you wish the war had really ended everything. Don't you forget this, kid. The strong prey on the weak, and the closer you get to society, the worse things get. The people that walk around up there are miserable, half dead, struggling to see tomorrow. Their kids are starving, families are broken. Those that say they're here to help you are just waiting until you feel weary enough to give your 10 cents.
Alright, so I guess I'll see you later.
Later.
I'll check out the robotics lab in a different sense.
Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your stay with Alltech. You've navigated my menus to myself.
Alright, let's look at the Tier 1 terminals. Stuff I've already read before, but, you know. I'm gonna do it in order this time. Actually read to the audience. Vault Tech Auto Alert. Nuclear launch detected. Initiate Directive Order 001. Close the fucking vault. And start experimenting on people like a bunch of jackasses. Oh god, it actually happened. We all thought it was a drill, but it went on. But we went anyway, and so. And now here we are. I ordered the vault door to stay open 5 minutes longer than it was defined in my directives. I still had some MPs trapped outside. I saved them all, and a few more than was called for. Now these two angry-looking vault tech perhaps are starting to edge in closer. I have a feeling they already have a plan to dispose of my body, and I'm pretty much powerless to do anything about it. Well, this isn't how I saw my evening going. Overseer Dubvik. Yeah, I mean, you kind of fucked up their experiment. They want to cause as much human suffering and misery as possible, and you caused them less suffering. You were a good person. That's something they didn't account for. Guard Chief Clint Dickinson. This is Guard Chief Clint Dickinson, reporting from the MP personnel have taken control of Vault 18. After 48 hours of unrest and civil dispute, Vault Tech personnel in the Overseer's office were arrested and sent to holding in jail. Overseer Dunvik was found dead in his office in the hours following the door being sealed by the agents, who had forced a cyanide capsule down his throat. Yeah, I mean, it's better than having choking you with their own entrails or doing as Handsome Jack would do, which is strangling you with his watch chain, but, you know. Where was I? I fucked up. For the rest of these Vault Tech agents, I hereby order they be kept under house arrest until further notice. One of them I caught attempting to initiate the Vault self-destruct sequence when we broke through the door. I personally shot him in the face. We'll sort out the details later. Good call. It has become apparent to me that several MP guards at the Vault Tech that the Vault Tech program was never meant to save anyone. Outlined in directives are viral experiments on unwilling test subjects, sexual exploitation by minors, Vault 69, small animals, I mean the panthers, viral experiments. I forgot which vault that was, but that was in Fallout 4. And what could only be described as psychological torture of innocent civilians. See most of the vaults ever, most notably the public vault. Through the efforts of several computer experts and the military servicemen, we gained control of the master computer and set it to defaults. Hundreds of live video feeds from the other vaults were discovered, as well as the active connections to the vault server network. I sent former Army engineers to cut the cables to the federated vaults not marked as control. Leaving them open would be a toxic influence, lead to disaster one day. I mean, yeah, seeing constant human suffering and what Vault Tech did, considering how fucked up their experiments were. I mean, I don't blame them. Alright, next entry. The vaults were never meant to save enemy. Ya fucking don't say. Stored in the Overseer Dunvik's office were directives from Vault Tech. All residents of Vault 18 are to be subjected to round-the-clock live video feeds from across the country. All the other vaults, all those other people. Vault 18 was an experiment. I can hardly wrap my mind around it. The world is over, and we were the lab rats. How could they do this? Enclave. We shut off the computers before anyone could see it. The horrors of these people being subjected to. This information doesn't leave this terminal. It's only recorded for future overseers only. We hold elections next Friday night. No one needs to know what happened here. Guard Chief Dickinson. I mean, he didn't do a very good job, but, you know. I messed up. To my surprise, the vault residents elected me overseer, even knowing I very well may have put Dunvik in his grave. When we overthrew the vault tech system, it was over the might of our MPs and ex-army personnel. We were praised and worshipped as heroes and worshipped by the populations we are clearly outnumbered by. We all swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and we immediately instated a democratic electoral college. As military men, we are already very proud of our service, and the American people are basically programmed to praise us at face value. Unfortunately, what they don't understand is that most of us are very simple men of service age and completely unfit to hold any form of office. But because we were overpraised and treated with special permissions, we started to believe that we had special rights and privileges not afforded to us in a civilian standing. It is good to treat your military men with respect and gratitude. It's an entire another thing to make them feel like they are the sole proprietors of gratitude and respect. We get complacent and arrogant, a problem that we have in the current government. A self-entitled military is quite possibly the most destructive force to democracy on Earth. Thus, the nuclear hell our world turned into, and my situation here, trying to keep my MPs from taking advantage of the population. Overseer Dickinson. I went to this thinking that my job as overseer was to keep the water clean, was to keep water in the pipes, keep it clean, make sure the lights stay on. It turns out that largely happens by itself so long as the engineers have what they need. The last part is key because the engineers have opinions, but they're smart enough not to open their mouths until they have proof positive that they are right. The only downside is that when they do open their mouths, it's in an arrogant and often socially challenged way. You're not wrong. That pits everyone against them. Yeah, okay. Don't make my mistake. Engineers make poor lawyers. Whoever inherits this office after me, just make sure you don't let anyone control this self-destruct button who is an easy pinch. If they get the codes, we're done for. Why is it so dark? I might reinstall Rudy just so I can see. Man, this is a long... Vault 10 log, Mr. Tubbs. Hey, have you guys been out our way in the past few weeks? Crazy shit has been going on all over the place. The NCR has been at war with these freaks in power armor, so we haven't been able to synth any new Nuka-Cola, so we're running on reserves. If you guys find any, we're getting real thin from this bitch. Let us know what you find, and thanks for keeping us in the loop. I know we're not a control and all, but it's just nice just to chat with you guys sometimes, you know? Takes the edge off, Mr. Tubbs. Nuka break. Sorry. Hey guys, we traded a package of heating units for this weird reverse pulse cleaner. None of us have any idea what to do with it now that we've got it, so we're putting it in the locker till we figure it out. If you guys have any info, we'll appreciate it. Really? 76. Oh wow, I had no idea this old thing even worked. It's been shut down for decades. Hello from the Appalachians, or what's left of it. Man, it is great to know that there is a group of survivors in the West Coast. Looking forward to hearing back from y'all. This is from Vault 8. The NCR petitioned us again to rejoin them even after we rejected their last offer. It seems to be turning hostile. Please advise that we are entering a combat situation in the near future. With the gangs of New Reno increasing pressure, California, obviously, there's going to be gangs here, and the NCR pushing our way, we may not be able to maintain peaceful relations much longer. Vault City may fall, but we wish that the following data stream be stored in your archives. The Enclave, the NCR, the Brotherhood, no one must have it, not even you. We have encrypted the transmission. Prepare 5 megabytes of space in your most secure system. If you are unconvinced of its importance, know this. It is related to one of your own citizens. No one can be trusted. One day in many years it may be revealed, but today let the knowledge rest only in its memory. Project Brazil is not safe. They have come for our hero to spell our doom. Alright, that's spoiler, that's me. Project Control, net connections available. Vault 10. This is the Nuka-Cola Vault. Vault 3. Anything We have a water leak in the lower levels. The warship is failing. We need to scavenge parts. In the Vegas, there are some humans. I think this is the Boomer's vault. Vault needs to devour here. We have opened a vault to survive. We have medicine and doctors, not much else. Vault is becoming unlivable as systems break down. Vault City is doing well outside, growing. We've encountered several tribes and another vault dwellers living on the surface. Our Gek is being used to restore the land. We haven't heard much from everybody and assumed we are the most technological advanced civilization in the West, but if you can respond by text, please do. We'd love to hear from you. From Rossman, do not reply to the message. There ain't no advanced civilization left out there called Vault City. What wasn't blown up in the Brotherhood of Steel and NCR war has been taken over by NCR intelligence unit. They're looking for us. 76. I don't know. I don't know either. The only level find out the doors of the vault was not completed. We made it work. We still have lost numbers. Please, someone, if you read this, we need help. 1993. Oh, is this the one where they left the vault door open? Probably. Vault 19. Yellow dust everywhere. Toxic sulfur leaking in the water seeps, making sulfuric acid eating holes in the vault. Read this. We are leaving this hellhole. I think this is the. What are they called? The Powder Gangers vault. 119. Nothing. 16. Nothing. 43. Help anyone, there's a panther in here! The Panther Vault. 65. Server terminated. 52. Nothing. 118. Nothing. 120. Nothing. 77. They left me all alone with puppets. Oh, puppet guy. 122. Nothing. 44. I don't know what happened in 44. I just said help. Overseer Christensen. My father always told me that adversity reveals character. Coach Bragg said something along those lines before last week's tryouts into a new vault ball team. That man is a miracle. Gruff, impossible to take a read on, but I can never tell if he's angry or determined. But he's saving the children from themselves. When we adopted these children, they were mostly infants and toddlers who had no sense of parental direction and we were all in our late 50s, so set in our ways. We had no frame of reference on how to discipline or encourage children. As teenagers, one only has to examine the walls of the upper apartments to see the rebellion in their hearts, a rebellion we have been unfit to quell. That's embarrassing. I am cautiously optimistic about this vault's future, but the startling reality is that our enemies find themselves more organized in the coming months. We're ill-equipped to handle them. We are not a young vault any longer. The median age for life expectancy is 102.9 years. I myself is 75. During the Exodus 60 years ago, you're 65? Wow, you look a lot better than 65. Those that left were youthful, 18 to 45. They're gone now. Our teenagers here are all left that stand between us and the outside world. I gave Coach Bragg these troubled souls to train them, educate them, gave them an outlet that we could not. Sports, team building, exercise, and discipline. He moves them with almost military-like precision. It's incredible. In a few short years, he has changed them so much. I am truly grateful to him. Yeah, he turned us into soldiers, idiot. I have a list from Coach Bragg on my desk. He calls it the master list. It has the names of all 300 citizens on it, organized in 3-lettered brackets. He and Chevy agree that this is the order that our citizens should follow for duty in cases of attack by outside forces. At the top, the A list of his vault ball team, the Patriots. The B list have mostly young women on it, and only a handful of boys from the opposing Barbarians team. C has a few. The Hale children, Dr. Rossman, Ben Kurtz is noted with a star, along with Sean, Mandy, and Jason. Then there's the D list. I am listed at the top, followed by everyone over 50, nearly 250 souls. That's a startling reminder of just how aged we are, just how frail our existence is. We have signed off on the letter. Hopefully, should the Survivalist Raiders Brotherhood or NCR prospectors ever begin to find our vault, Coach Bragg can defend us against them. I'm loath to see the tribal children we raise follow this man, but it is the only way. He knows better than I ever will. And this is why you shouldn't give up power to someone you don't know. Chief Evanson sent Dr. Rossman, Yeti Hale, Dr. Bishop, and Sergeant Norman out into the wasteland last week, as noted in my logs. It was sobering, seeing them in the vault gear room dressed in their archaic rags and armed to the teeth. It's like watching old heroes ride off into the sunset in a cloud of swirling dust. They are wasteland scouts, living legends. They seem so tangible here at home, but it's seeing them going off on another adventure that's inspiring. They have never been the same since Dr. Kyoto died many years ago. We never did get a full explanation of what happened, just that she died of a virulent virus given to her by a prospector. Thanks, NCR. It's hard to believe that the NCR betrayed the scouts. They did. They have all the same old world problems and are based in California, so are controlled completely by the gangs. So there's that. After all they did to fight the Raiders, to help defeat the Brotherhood of Steel in the war, after fighting the Enclave gang bosses, there were even rumors the Wasteland Scouts saved the world on numerous occasions. Yeah, they don't care. They only care about expanding their own power, trying to get more wealth and get more tax money. To fatten up their coffers, they've lost direction. It's the only time you'll hear me agree with Kaisar. They've lost direction and focus. They no longer focus on their people, just on what fills the Brahmin Baron's pockets. And that's a horrible way to go. You'll become nothing more than a bunch of organized raiders who beat people with bureaucracy rather than actual guns. And I don't know which is worse. One is a slow, dry bleed. The other one's quick and painless. Well, not painless. The raiders usually torture you. But either way, it's going to be long and torturous. But this is reality. Coach Bragg warns us that the raiders or NCR may strike at us at any moment. He believes they know where we are. It is what this secret mission is about, finally to determine just how far the raiders have spread and how close the NCR is finding among us. Dude, they're in our front fucking yard, dumbass. A lot of them are our descendants. A lot of the survivalists are the descendants of Vault 18. Don't be a mongoloid. Reports have been locked away behind the Tier 3 firewall. Rossman says that if the Bryce student can crack into it, it might be worthy of a Wasteland Scout candidate. But for the others, well, we've got them just hidden away We've just hidden away this secret mission. No one knows they have gone. No one, so far, has noticed. Work on the terrarium is nearly complete. Most of my administrative and executive controls have been shipped there. I have had my men move the old spare master computer monitors from the storage to the garden cave, and we've begun planting succulents. It is a lovely place for meditation. After this is finished, we will never again have to rely on the stale crumbs from our hydroponics lab. I love it here, so does Jason. He has been helping us build the garden, rock by rock. I'm so proud of my son. No matter how rebellious he may be, he hasn't been sleeping at home with his mother and I. I fear his tribal origins may be weighing on his mind again. He chooses his brother and sister over us, along with the older star child. We installed the last of the vault controls today, and as the hard locking mechanism for the self-destruct was slipped into place and activated, I felt a pang of fear. Not at the realization that it existed, but that I realized I wasn't afraid of it, that I'd rather destroy this vault than let it fall into enemies, and that is a feeling I'm not sure how to accept. It is admirable, ironically. I can't play Pong. So I guess that was sobering. Let's fix up more. Oh, just... Let's put the Tier 2 networks back up. Please don't. Okay, that's kind of funny. Oh, I missed one. Kira's terminal. Keep out unless you're helping. Reports on Wasteland Factions by Kira. Taking all these notes I've been able to find on these old Tier 1 terminals about where my real parents may be. The scouting reports don't really have any clue of what happened. They're all as dense as college textbooks. I've learned about these candidates. Super mutants, slow, angry, and big. Some of them say they eat humans. They eat humans. They're not slow. They are angry. They are big, and some of them are extremely intelligent. They're fucking terrifying, except when they're friendly. Then they can be some of the greatest allies. Raiders. There used to be all kinds of them. Khans, jackals, vipers. But they all were beaten by the NCR and ran away. and join the survivalists. The Enclaved, the really bad guys, beaten up by the NCR. I don't know if they still exist. Yes, they do. They're still very terrifying. They're the remnants of the old U.S. government, and they can still kick our ass. BOS. Maybe. They're technophiles that live in bunkers. More than that, want to keep technology out of bad hands, but are extremely xenophobic and at times. Honestly, I agree with the Brotherhood for the most part, but I can't agree with being the xenophobia and only focusing on military technology. I'd much rather like the Followers, where they try to make technology to rebuild society, not just weapons. Caravans. Caravans. They're these guys that roam around selling stuff. They're okay. Gangs of New Reno. Big jackasses. They take slaves and all kinds of bad stuff. They take people, they steal land, they use the NCR as their personal army. You name it, they got it. Slavers Guild. Broke them up. No, they didn't. But they retreated to Athens with the others. No. They're probably just joined the gangs of New Reno. The Chi. They're all bankers and tech geniuses from San Fran. They're also canonically Chinese, but I'm fine with saying there are some Japanese also were in there too. I'll keep looking until you make it go home. Till they make me go home. I never want to go back there. Yeah. War in the Valley by Kira. Found a bunch of notes in the Tier 1 terminal talking about a fight in the Cajun Pass. Ooh, so what Ben said was true. It seems like the Wasteland Scouts have been fighting these survivalists since the beginning. But after the NCR began expanding, they fought back. Now the survivalists take on anybody willing to resist the NCR and hold the line from their base in Athens. It's not too far from here. That's why we never go outside. They said the survivalists take slaves. Maybe they took my parents? Dead end. Rossman won't help me. Says I should learn to hack these old systems on my own. I'm barely 10. Barely know how to type. My fake mom and dad won't let me stay here. He hits me when he drinks. I have to find a way to get out of here. I want my real parents back. Here's a recommendation. Don't come back. Report it. Do something. I haven't looked at these notes since I was 10 when they banned me from being in here. I'm 19 now and I won't take I don't know for an answer. I want out of this vault more than ever. I have to get out there to they turn me into another one of their Cinderella bimbo baby makers. That stupid bitch Jen Hale caught me in the system repairing the exterior connections. I don't know why she did it. Fucking drama king. It's because of her I had to tell the overseer what my dad does to me in front of everyone. I'll kill her one day if I get the chance, I swear. I have a feeling that wasn't malicious. That was her trying to help you. I know you don't see it that way, Kira, but some people do want to help you. And from what I know about Jen, from my multiple playthroughs and what I've seen so far, she's one of the very few people who isn't making fun of me. So, yeah. But now I've learned everything. I've read every programming book, I've read every magazine, every report I could unlock. I know the survivalists have my parents. I just need the last bit of proof. Then I'll need someone to unlock the main vault door. I'll go for it the first chance I get. It's a little tragic.